Hello, I'm live. I just got back to my parents. My dad had surgery on his back. If he didn't do that surgery, he would have died. And then I saw both my brothers today. It was funny. We live. This whole planet is a nightmare. This whole planet is a fucking nightmare. Yeah, in reality. Uh, Had a good talk with Steve. Steve woke me up in the morning. Had a great talk. I think it was about 8-9 hour talk. Kind of like canceling. I'm kind of like canceling him in a way, because I seemed it make him adjust to the reality that he lives in. Make him see the reality that he lives in when we talk. That's one thing they don't understand. You know, your reality might be turned upside down in the near future. Your reality will be turned upside down in the near future because sooner or later, the truth is going to come out. And these denialists, I call them denialists. I call them greedy gold diggers. Greedy gold diggers. They want to live in they want to deny that this reality is negative. This reality is a nightmare. And if you don't raise the positivity up, we have I'm hoping in between a 3 and 4 year window, you know, that we can get this positivity up, because the negative guys, the negative people who believe in profiting off people, fear, they're the ones going to hurt. The ones who profit off people's fear are the ones who are going to hurt, and they're going to face themselves sooner or later. That's the problem with this reality, is that these fuckers, these denialists, these greedy gold diggers, they don't want to face themselves. They don't want to face the reality that they live in. So they want to get out of jail free card. I don't get it. Why should you get out of jail free? You know, it's like the sinning bull crap. The excuse of using sin, and that's why it creates a nightmare. That's why you live in a nightmare, because you use that stupid excuse of sinning. The manipulation of your preachers. Your preachers are always manipulating you to say it's okay. Which is really give your preachers a fucking middle fingers. It's like, what's wrong with you fuckers out there? That loves this nightmare. It's like, what's wrong with you fuckers out here? I mean, there's something wrong with you. Living in this nightmare. That's one thing I don't get about you fuckers out there is, it's like I've been telling you fuckers, you're already setting yourselves up. And then your nightmare is going to get even worse. Your nightmare is going to get even worse. Because of the greedy gold diggers, because you believe in the greedy gold diggers. You believe in this nightmare. The greedy gold diggers manipulate us. They manipulate us to manifest this world. To believe that the greed is good. And they make this stupid excuse. They make a stupid excuse in this world, and they're fucking living in their fucking nightmare of hell. Does everybody have a fucking problem on this one? One thing I can't stand is everyone has a fucking problem. Everybody has a fucking problem. Why? I have to ask that question. Why? Why do everyone have a problem? You know, look at look at the problems you guys create. You negative motherfuckers out there that think you're positive. You're negative motherfuckers. You think you're positive. You know, why do you believe everything? Why do you what makes you go through your mind to believe that this world is fucking positive? You know, why do you accept it? You know, why do you tolerate the ones who manipulate you, the greedy gold diggers? Why do you tolerate the greedy gold diggers on this world? I'm asking you the question now. Why do you tolerate the greedy gold diggers on this fucking world that manipulate you, especially the ones who've been here, who claim that they found America, the ones who claim they found America? Why do you believe in those greedy ass motherfuckers? You know, why? Why do you believe the ones who claim in their religious rights bullcrap? You know, the rights, the bullshit of the right, having rights in this world. Why can't you just do? Why can't you just be? You know, why can't you just do? Why can't you just be without fucking fighting for it? You know, only thing you need to fight against is the ones who are the greedy gold diggers. That's the ones you need to fight. The greedy gold diggers. You know, because in their world, you know, we live in. You know, to me, this is chaos. You live in fucking chaos. You know, you don't want to admit it because I noticed that every human being that I see that doesn't want to admit it that that this world is chaos. You know, it's not positive. If you're gonna evolve, you know, as human beings need to evolve. Religious nutbags, these religious nutbags, they don't want you to evolve. They want to keep you a slave in this world. I'm sorry to say that. These religious nutbags want to keep you a slave in this world according to their greed. You know, greedy gold diggers. You know, it's like, especially the religious nutbags in this world, especially in America. You know, America. You know, Americans' version of religion is so twisted and upside down, and so discriminated. I mean, it's discrimination. It's fucking everything. You know. Yeah, doubts. You know, it's like they put doubts in your fucking head. You know, they put it's like to break into this brainwashing because you are Sterling. You're brainwashed and multiple levels of brainwashing in this world. You know, because the way they I realize you have to ask the question. You gotta ask your question. What is the purpose of being greedy? What is the purpose of being greedy? And the answer is always because it's always been this way. You know, because this is what way life is. This is the programming I'm telling you right now. The the programming they put inside you because they want to make you believe it always been this way because in reality it never been this way. You know, the programming every word that they say, every word that comes out of their mouth is a lie. You know, every word these greedy gold diggers, every word that they say about their historical historical way plus their religious way, it's all lies. You know, they like living in their fucking lies. You know, it's like every day I walk out, like I say, every day I walk outside, I walk out, I see a lie. All I see is lies everywhere I go. You know, all these businesses are nothing but liars. You know, all they do is lie. And it's like all they want to do is juice you out as much as money as they possibly can. They always find a bigger product in everything that they do. That's why they create more nightmares for everybody else. You know, it's like you're when you buy a product, you're living in a nightmare of their products. You know, yeah. And then one thing is so bad, you know, the Indian scammers. You know, Indian scammers they're out to survive. The Indian scammers are out to survive, providing their family. That's the only way they can provide their family. And I look at these people who fighting against them. You know, it's like one. I don't know who. It's like I don't know who I would trust, the corporation or the Indian scammer. You know, it's like I don't know who I would trust, because the corporations, when you buy their products, they always one up their products. They always they always give you the best products that you can afford, you know? Because it happened to me. You know, I'm going to be honest about my motorcycle. So the person I bought the motorcycle, you know, had committed fraud to me, you know? You know, it's like when I buy vehicles, they always commit fraud when you buy a vehicle. You know, whenever you buy a vehicle, you're always going to they're always going to commit fraud. They're always going to try to get as much money out of you when you buy a vehicle. They want to get as much interest out of you. They want to raise a higher interest. And it shows you how these fucking deranged psychopaths, you know, that manipulate you to believe, you know, these false advertisement. You know, they show their false advertisement and the false belief of what their product tells you if this product's good, you know. And it's like it's just, if you think like a therapist, you know, I'm being you know, when I talk to Steve, I was kind of like being like a counselor to Steve on to understanding how this world manipulates and it always fucking fuck your fucking head off, and they always find ways to get more out of you so they can suck as much money out of you to make your life even harder. You know, and they don't see that. That's what the greedy gold diggers don't. They don't really see what they're doing. You know, they gather up all your information about how much you make a fucking month. And then they base the information, and that's when they start pushing you on how much you make a month. You know, it depends on how much you make a month, how much leeway you have. And these greedy gold diggers don't have a thought about how much money they want to take out of you, you know? See, it's funny about money. How much money itself is a scam. Money itself is a scam. Just like the banks are the scams, just like anything else in this world is nothing but scams, you know. Just the banks is the biggest scam. The government is nothing but a scam. They're nothing but frauds, you know. So I look at everything. If it's anything that's money based, it's a fraud, you know. And then anything that's money based is basically you're being scammed every fucking day. You're being and your thoughts, the thoughts inside you that you create to pay the bills. Listen to your thoughts. You know, every time you think each month, you know, I have to pay this amount of money. You know, every day you think about it. You have to think. You think, when you need to pay this money. When can you afford to pay this money? You know, so you got to ask yourself. You know, it's like, is that normal? Is that normal to have these thoughts inside you, twisting in your mind, saying, "Oh yeah, do I owe this?" You know, is this why do we have these thoughts? Why are we creating these thoughts? Because these fucking businesses and these fucking banks and these fucking governments, you know, they like to create the fear within inside you. You know, so you wonder where those thoughts come from, because it came from when you get your loan, when you're buying a product. You know, it's like it shows you how much a nightmare that we live in. I mean, we live in a fucking nightmare. You know, a fucking nightmare. And these fuckers, you know, these fuckers, you know, it's funny about these fuckers. You know, it's like these fuckers who swindle you every fucking day. And, you know, fuckers behind the fucking, like I said, fuckers behind the fucking desk. I'm gonna be blunt. The fuckers behind the fucking desk, you know, you look at their fucking ass and they have the connection. They're connecting you. so so you can live your life in the living hell, for the loans, for having this product, in the product that you're buying. The fucker behind the fucking desk. I'm gonna get on to the people behind the desk. The people behind the desk need to be you need to fucking slam them hard. You need to slam the people behind that desk hard, because these fuckers are the ones who's creating this madness, and everybody else is following these assholes. Everybody is following these assholes behind the fucking desks, and they always got somebody on top of them, managing them, and you got to include them too, the managers, the CEOs, the presidents. You got to include those fuckers. Those are the main fuckers that creates most of the problems on this world. They are the main problem that creates more problems on this world. It's like they're the ones who invented homeless people. It's funny. I was watching the Depression, the Ford Depression, and I was watching the one, about the Ford Model T, how Ford controlled his fucking employees. Hello, emoji avocado. I was watching the Ford Model T. I was watching this old film on the Ford Model T, and I was watching how, I think it's Henry Ford, how he treated his employees. Oh yeah, I do. I like avocados. It's great. And and I was yeah, and one thing was weird about it, that Ford kind of like controlled every aspects of the employees. It controlled every aspects of the employees' fucking life. I mean, it was weird because this is back in I think it was 1950 that Ford controlled every aspects of people's life. I mean, he controlled everything from dancing, he was controlling from the way they live, how they eat. It's so funny about how Henry Ford had controlled their lives, and then the people who were waiting in line. One thing was so funny: the people who were waiting in fucking line, waiting to get a job. They were waiting in line to get a fucking job, and it was so. It's like yeah, it's a typical slave. It's a typical fucking slave that this one guy that's so powerful. That he raised up the production. Of these fucking people inside there. He raised up the production of all the people, and he didn't give a flying fucking ass. He didn't give a fucking flying fuck about these fucking people, because he kept on laying off and hiring them, laying off and then hiring them, and treating them like shit, And when I kept on watching the Depression, I realized how fucking fucked up these fucking people that work that are the owners of the company. They treat their employees like shit. Ford was really fucking psychotic. I realized that Ford was really psychotic on how he treats these people. Just America. America is there's full of psychotic human beings who support these fucking corporations, like especially Ford. Ford is an old motor company, but it's like it's just come to bathrooms. Ford controlled all the employees' bathrooms. It's like they couldn't go to bathroom. What kind of fucking shit is that? That you couldn't go to bathroom. Back in the 50s, it's like they still do. I mean, they still do that. They still do that today. The production in this world, they still do that today. It's so weird about that shit. It's like, what kind of, you got to be a psychotic person, to believe somebody should control your ass and tell you when to go to the bathroom. You got to be a dumb fuck employee. I mean, just to make a job, you make good money, but you have to be the most dumbest fuck, to be employed in a production company. They won't let you go to the bathroom. So where are you gonna go pee? You're gonna pee right there in production. If you have to go really bad, you're gonna go take a shit right there in production. I'm just curious. How could you guys live with that? How could you guys live with that kind of nightmare? That you guys want to live in your own nightmare where somebody tells you, oh, you can't go pee yet, you can't go to the bathroom because you have to make a certain amount of products. You have to make a certain amount of fucking cars. It's like, what kind of fucking sick person that would do that? I'm just so curious. What kind of sick fuck would do that? This is what greedy gold diggers do best. No, greedy gold diggers don't give a flying fuck about this. This proves that greedy gold diggers do not give a flying fuck about human beings. Period. I'm proving to you that human beings, greedy gold diggers, do not give a fuck about you. I'm proving it to you. I'm making a whole bunch of videos proving that these greedy gold diggers do not give a fuck about your life. They don't give a fuck if they fire you, hire you, because when you look at because the greedy gold diggers always like to look in the past. If you notice that, all these greedy gold diggers love to look into the past because they always say, "Oh, the past was the greatest day." When the Great Depression happened, everybody was employed. Everybody's got to eat soup. They had a soup, all the people are standing outside eating soup. All the people are getting kicked out of their fucking houses in the Great Depression. They're kicking people out of their houses. This is tell you how a corporation really is. They're kicking people out of their houses because they didn't pay, because they don't have a job. So that tells you exactly how negative these motherfuckers are, how much they create a nightmare in this world, in this reality. And it proves the fact that if it does happen again, it's going to do the same. It has the same effect as the Great Depression, and the fucking the depression and the 2008 depression. I call it a depression. It's going to do the same effect. You're going to be fucked. You got to be a dumb motherfucker to realize that these companies are going to fuck you, and they're going to come and you're going to have repo men repossess your house. They're going to take everything away from you. That's what the depression did. It took away, and it created a lot of homeless people. Because of these dumb greedy gold diggers, these dumb greedy ass gold diggers, they manipulate. Oh, it's great. They hand you out a lie. That's what they do. They just hand you out lies and more lies, and they believe that lying is normal. It's okay to lie to fucking human beings who work their fucking asses off, and all of a sudden the business shut down. This is the truth about greedy gold diggers in this world. These corporate goonheads, these fucking CEOs, the owners of these business. It's like they don't have a conscience. I've been saying that a lot. The human beings in this world that likes to live in this nightmare don't have a conscience. Even the poor people do not have a conscience for their own selves because they have to fucking watch their fucking back. You watch. The question I have to ask you: why do you have to watch your back? Why do you have to watch your back? Because you're afraid somebody's going to steal your shit. So you're so paranoid that somebody's going to steal your shit. What's funny about me? If somebody came in my house and knocked my shit down, I just let them take my shit. And if I die, I die. That's the way it works for me. It's like, yeah, if they're gonna knock down my house, knock down my shit, I let them take my shit. I'll let them take all my food. And then it proves to me how greedy gold diggers really are. This will prove that that the poor people have been so manipulated where they have to break into houses, and if they have to steal from other houses, then this proves that this is a negative world. That the poor, like I said, the poor people are fucked because of these fucking corporate goonheads in this world. Great spam, avocado. Great spam. I'm busy right now. Thank you. And Uh, yeah, it just shows you how the mentality, the mentality of human beings today, today's human beings, today's kids, today's kid mentality, they're really pretty stupid, because their education is very stupid because they don't educate you about what to expect when you come into the greedy gold digging world. So yeah, these videos that I do are kind of like prepping. They are prepping you to come out when you're coming out in the real world. That's all I'm doing. I'm prepping you to come out when you come out in the real world. Be prepared. That's all I'm doing. That's all because I do care, because I don't want you to get fucked like I did. I don't want you. You know, some of you might end up living with your parents. I mean, I guess some of you fucking kids out there have been living with your parents because you have no choice, right? I mean, you have no choice because no one would hire you because you don't have no experience. Because that's the greedy gold digging way of life. It's like if you don't have any experience in life, they're not going to hire you. I mean, you have to start out with a shitty ass fucking job and reality check. This is the reality. You're gonna have to start with a shitty ass job. Just like I did. I started out with a shitty ass fucking job, and then somehow you have to finally find a way to gain experience from your fucking shitty ass job for a while. And you never know. Some of you guys might be stuck in that shitty ass job, in this reality. That's one thing I can't stand is being stuck in a shitty ass job. I've been stuck in it. I'll give you some examples. I was stuck in a lot of shitty ass jobs, when I first started, the first two jobs, I worked for a container company paying me 15 cents a mile. Yeah, 15 cents a mile. And I had to fucking, I had to write down how many miles I had on my truck. And then that's how much I get paid for that week after the taxes. He wrote everything by hand. Everything was written by hand back then, And I looked at my paycheck and I said, oh shit, I did all this fucking miles, the most I'd done in this company, I did 4,000 miles in 1 week. 4,000 miles in 1 week. And I got a fucking $500 check. No, less than $500 check for all that miles. Usually at 4,000 miles, I usually get $2,000-$3,000 check. At least a $1,500 check. But back then, I was getting $500 for 4,000 miles. You talk about fucking these fucking these owners of these companies, they're fucking cheap as motherfuckers. They're so cheap in everything that they do. I know they're trying to save a buck, and I know they're trying to profit. It's like profit making. It's like, what's the point of profiting? What is the point of profiting? It's like, what's the point of competition? Why are you in competition? I'm questioning you. Why do you believe in the economy, and why are you guys in competition with each other, which is really useless? I mean, you live on one planet. The reality check. You live on one planet. So who else? Is there any other planet out there that you guys are in competition with? Hey, I'm just curious. Is there any other planets out there that you're in competition with, or you're just in competition with your own self? Your own psychotic self, your own mentally ill self. You're all in competition with each other, and you guys don't realize that. I don't see any other planets out there. Is there any other planets out there that you're in competition with? Who are you in competition with? I guess living on one ball. You live on one fucking ball. How ignorant and stupid are you? I mean, how ignorant and stupid are you? Living on one ball, and you guys are all fucking going against each other over competition bullshit. All these fucking fraud ass companies telling you that you need to work your ass off. So tell me, what's wrong with that picture? Tell me what's wrong with that picture, because I don't see any other planets. I mean, you got to be a dumb motherfucker to believe that there are other planets out there that are in competition with planet Earth. You have to be a dumb motherfucker. You have to be a stupid, ignorant motherfucker to believe that you're in competition with other planets, but you're not. There's nobody around. Nobody around this whole fucking space is in competition with you. The only people that you're in competition is fucking you. You stupid fucks. I'm just laughing at you because you're so damn stupid, you know? Hey, Lona, you know, I'm just laughing at you because you're so damn stupid, and then everything in this whole world is nothing but a nightmare because you have to believe in the greedy gold diggers and their competition of life protecting their materialism, which, you know, that's chaos is waiting to happen. You know, with these corporations and these government, chaos is already set up and ready to happen. Hey, Alona, you know, and yeah, you got the question asked is what planet are you guys are you going against in your so-called fake paper money? You know, your money your money is nothing but a fucking scam. It's not real. You know, just like everything else in this world is not fucking real because you're just playing this bullshit, you know, competition. You know, so you rather fucking, you know, make everybody's life miserable on one planet. It's like you're living on an island. Just let's make believe Earth is an island, okay? We'll make believe Gaia. I call her Gaia because she's a living planet, right? She is a living planet. Let's call Gaia an island, okay? You're all, and you have all the people. You have like, say we'll have 100,000 people on this fucking island, you know, and you have all the resources on this island to sustain 100,000 people. So the objective is how do you maintain the resources to sustain 100,000 people on this one little island? You know, how do you maintain and sustain this resources on this one little island? But the if you look at the greedy gold diggers' point of view, they would destroy the island. Will be completely wiped away within a month with 100,000 people, and they turn into cannibals at the end. You know, they would turn into cannibals because the greedy gold diggers has sucked too much resources off the island. You know, so yeah, it's really short, simple, and straight blunt with you dumb motherfuckers out there. I mean, you guys are so dumb. You're dumb motherfuckers. You know that doesn't know how to maintain your resources. You don't know how to balance your resources. You don't know how to maintain society. So there's like everybody who has the most, you know, the ones on the island, you're going to have one or two guys on top, and everybody else is their slaves on this one island. And the two guys are manipulating everybody. Oh yeah, you can have a great life if you do this and you do this. If you suck this away, you take that away. And then we can build a whole bunch of houses. We can build all kinds of things. We can if we have enough room, we can build a garden in there somewhere. We'll build a garden somewhere for all 100,000 of us, you know. We'll find a place to fit that in there somewhere. But we want to suck all the resources. We want to take all the money. We're all exchanging our money all in one island, and all of a sudden it all funnel up to the rich motherfuckers on top, you know. And then all the rich motherfuckers, you know, they can get away. They can get away with shit while everybody else is being fucked at the bottom. You know, everybody else is going to be fucked at the bottom. The other two, okay, they're using people to create some like a boat for the rich motherfuckers so that they can escape the fucking island. And then the rest of the once they got all the resources and they created the boat, and say, okay, only the rich motherfuckers can leave the island. The rest of you got to stay here and you got to go eat yourselves because all the resources gone. You know, this is basically how I look at it. Look at an island is like, yeah, the two rich motherfuckers that you built the boat for is leaving you. Is going to leave you on the island to die. So the only person that they're going to save themselves. The rest of you are fucked because you're going to end up being cannibalized. You're going to end up eating yourselves at the end because you got to, you know, because your crops won't grow. Your crops won't grow because you took all the resources. You took all the fucking the topsoil of the land. You took all the coconuts. You took everything, to feed the rest of the people, and it comes down to cannibalism. You know, where you're fucked. You know, it comes down to cannibalism because that's the only way you can survive on the island. And then you got to figure out how are we going to get off the fucking island since the two rich assholes took the boat away from us. You know, the two rich assholes took the boat away from us, and here we are stranded and say, what do we do now? You know, you ask that question, what are we gonna fucking do now? You know, what are we gonna fucking do now? So all you fucking, you know, cannibals, now you're cannibals, and yeah. So how are you gonna get off the island? How are you gonna save all the people on that island, and how are you gonna get off that island since all the resources are all gone? Why the two rich motherfuckers are already somewhere else? You know, already in another island, fighting some more fucking fucked up, more fucking stupid ass the scam, and create the whole new fucking way of manipulating the way of life, you know, and telling you, oh, this is how we're gonna have our life. You know, you make money for us, and then, you know, we take all the resources, and then once you take all the resources, oh, we got, you know, they'll do the same thing all over again. They'll just create a whole new company and a whole new name in a different fucking island, you know, while everybody else get fucked. You know, that's the reality that these fuckers that con you. They kind of like scammed you in this, you know, this, it shows you how ignorant and stupid you really are, because you guys trust in corporations. You guys trust in governments, and you guys trust in money, the way they manipulate you into believing money, you know, because you're going to end up cannibalizing your own cells. You know, if you're poisoning the farms, if you're poisoning the farm, you're poisoning the food, then how do you know that food is safe? How do you know that food is safe? So you listen to a greedy gold digger say, oh, poisoning food is normal. You know, poisoning the food is normal. So yeah, it's okay. It's okay to eat, you know? And they give you these false advertisements telling you about health. You know, these same corporation that gives you these false advertisements about health, you know, and they're the one who's feeding you all the bad shit. And they're the one, it's funny, they're the one who's trying to fucking fuck you at the end, which is really funny how stupid we are as fucking human beings. I mean, we're so ignorant because we believed in the greedy gold diggers. We thought the greedy gold diggers could save our life because they use the history bullshit. They go back in history and they use that fucking bullshit line every fucking day. And you realize how much a failure, you know, if you look at the Depression, how much a failure that was, and you look at 2008, how much a failure that was, then you guys are fucking ignorant morons. You guys are fucking stupid because you hadn't learned nothing. You hadn't learned fucking shit. So you're gonna do this. You're gonna keep doing the same shit all over. You know, you think third time's gonna work? You think third time's gonna be the charm? You believe third time's gonna be the charm in this reality? I guess not. You know, we got stupid and ignorant people who believe in the greedy gold diggers. You know? Yeah. You know, it's funny. It all starts with the kids. It all starts with the kids, the school, the education. You know, it all starts there. You know, the ignorance starts from the education that we were taught in school. The ignorance starts there. It doesn't matter how smart you are. It's just you're not prepared. They don't actually really prepare you for real world. You know, high schools do not prepare you for real world. What to expect when you come out here. I'm going to be blunt with you. High schools do not teach you about the real world. They give you the facade. They give you the fake past. They give you fake history. They tell you fake history in school. They don't tell you real history in school. They don't give you any real facts in school, you know? The basics that you need for if you're not gonna get a college degree, the basics you need is you need math, you know, and basic English. Those are the two main things that you need when you're out here. You know, math and basic English. If you're lucky, if you go up to algebra, algebra is kind of good, but it's like basic math and English, In history, you can do that for fun. But in the high school today, you're learning the false history. They're teaching you all the lies on their fucking false history. They always make up all kinds of fucking lies, anyways. And those are the two basic things that you need when you come out here. And then the learning process is got to be completely different. You got to come out in the real world and actually learn. You got to actually be taught in the real world. But you got to, Lana would say, kids need to be kids. Kids need to play, which, 1 through 18 is great. Kids need to enjoy being the kid that they are through 18 years old, which is, I think that's perfect, but I don't believe, you go through the fucking shit of being graded for your high school. Your high school is nothing but a fucking, it's designed to make you a slave. High school, elementary is preparing you to be a slave in the fucking corporate market. The corporations and government. It's all designed. And yeah, they got trades that you can do. Well, it's good to have a trade when you're out here. If you want to be a mechanic, which is really good. If you're an inventor, which we need a lot of inventors out here, which, if you can educate your own self and your own inventions and then you can take your mathematics a little bit further, come to quantum mechanics, because the future is going to be quantum mechanics, So imagine learning quantum computers, quantum mechanics, and it's going to be, that's the new future, which they don't teach that in high school. And then I think that we should be learning something like that, push our mind further, and realize, see reality in a different way, because I think grade schools, I believe grade schools doesn't help much. I think the grade school system does not help at all in this world, because it's funny. And back in my days, I used to see fucking, teenagers. I used to see teenagers who are like 15 years old, pregnant, pregnant with a baby, 15 years old, never had a job in his life. And it's like, how do you do that? How do you support a fucking baby at 15 years old? I'm going to tell you the ignorance of teenagers. When you come out in this world and if you have a baby, good luck. I'm going to tell you right now, good luck, because you're going to need a whole bunch of luck when you have a baby, because you got to take care of that baby and you got to get a job, and you don't have a diploma. That's the problem. If you don't have a diploma, you at least get a GED. A GED when you come out. So at least you'll have a good chance of getting a halfway decent job. I wouldn't say it's the best job, to be honest. I wouldn't say it's the best job. When you have as long as you have some kind of certificate, which I hate. I hate this fucking world, because you got to have a fucking certificate for everything. That's another nightmare. Having a certificate to prove that you are fucking educated, to prove that you are certified, this bullshit. I think it's bullshit that we have to be certified this and certified that, over a piece of paper. It's like my motorcycle. My motorcycle certificate, this is bullshit, to be honest. I believe this is bullshit. Why do we need a fucking piece of paper proving that, I certified myself, I rode a motorcycle, Why do we need that kind of bullshit? Why do we need a fucking diploma? I don't get it. Some part of me says, what is a purpose of having a diploma? What is the purpose of having a degree? Why can't we have everybody have the same education as everybody else? If people, there are certain levels that certain humans can't go. I mean, I'm one of them in this fucking physical reality. I am one of them. There's certain levels I can't go, but there are levels there are certain levels that there are kids out there that have way higher levels. But the problem with that, the kids with the way higher levels live in the poor family that lives in a poor family, and he doesn't have a good chance of having a great education. That's one thing is so stupid about the greedy gold diggers. The greedy gold diggers are so ignorant that they might have a genius in the poor people. Like I said this in my last video, that poor people, you might have a genius in your fucking family, and the stupid greedy gold diggers are so blind and stupid to pass that up. They're so blind and stupid to pass that up. To have a genius, that could invent things, that could understand things that we cannot understand in this world. Some of these fucking kids out there, you never know what kind of talent they have. You never know what kind of gifts. It's not a gift, but it's a natural. It's like it's given to them. Some part of them is given to them. How they are, they're not pushed, but because in this reality, the ones who have these talent are not. You don't have to push them because it's so easy for them in everything that they do. I mean, it's so easy for them. Those are hard. Those are rare to find. If you have like 20, 30 geniuses, in fucking South Carolina, you could have 50 geniuses in South Carolina hidden from us in a poor neighborhood, and the stupid greedy gold diggers don't see the potential of these fucking geniuses that's in the poor sector, because everything it's all about money. Education education is greedy. I'm going to tell you for a fact that education is greedy. I don't give a fuck what you fuckers say out there. Education is greedy, and it's all about money. If this genius can't afford a college education, then you miss out. I'm going to tell you fuckers out there, if you miss this fucking education, one person, you miss out. You miss this person because this person, and this person needs to go up, needs a higher education for free. That's why I believe in free education. And the greedy gold diggers are so offended about free education because they want to profit off you, and you can't go nowhere when you're fucking when a greedy gold digger. Greedy gold diggers don't want you to go nowhere. This is the facts. Greedy gold diggers do not want you to go anywhere. All they do is suppress you. That's what they do. They suppress you and they manipulate you, and that's all they do to make your life miserable. And I say that in a lot of videos. I'm going to be saying that a lot in my videos about greedy gold. Greedy gold diggers are here to make your life miserable. That's the real truth. If you're poor, when you come out here, you new fucking kids out there, you new high school kids out there, when you come out here, prepare yourself. This world is nothing but a backstabbing world. This world it's not going to look out for you. That's the real truth. Like I said, you got to have good, loving parents. If you have good, loving parents that would support you, great. You're lucky. I mean, you are lucky if you have good, loving parents that support you. If you have shitty-ass parents, good luck. If you have shitty-ass parents, it's not their fault that they're shitty-ass parents. I mean, some part of me says it's not their fault because it's the way they were brought up. It always comes to the point where how you were brought up in life. If you were brought up in a poor society, then that's how you're brought up. It's always the beginning. It always starts with your parents and how you're brought up. It always starts with your fucking parents. It's like you're the influence of your own parents. I'm telling you that, the kids out there, you are the influence of your own parents. If they abuse you, if your parents abuse you, then you're going to become the abuser yourself. or you can be the opposite because you don't want to be just like your parents. Those are the two things, those in between two. You can either be the abuser, or you're going to be you don't want to be like your parents. You want to be better than your parents. Most time, some kids like to be better than their parents, but if you're poor out there, if your family's poor, expect you're gonna go through some shit. The drugs. Expect the drugs. They're gonna start influence you into drugs too once you come out here. I mean, there's always gonna be a lot of influence. You're gonna influence drinking beer. I mean, yeah, you're going to be a typical 21-year-old, you're going to be, I don't know, you'll be 18, 21 years old drinking beer, but it's like, yeah, you're always going to have somebody out there that's going to influence you. You have to learn how to control yourself. Learning how to control yourself. That's the key, is to control. You don't have to be, the kid that drinks beer and smokes pot. You don't have to be them. You have a choice. For me, I mean, I never done drugs. I mean, I smoke pot. Like, I think I smoked pot twice. I smoke a blunt and I smoked pot one time. Out of the 25 years, I only smoked pot like twice. And I drank beer. Beer was not my thing. I tried to drink beer, and I realized I'm allergic to beer. I'm allergic to it. So it's like I can't stand drinking beer. And another thing, smoking. I tried to smoke a cigarette one time. I don't know how you guys can smoke a fucking cigarette. I don't know. You guys are nasty people. Smokers are nasty. I'm gonna be blunt. Smokers are nasty people. I thought pot smokers were pot smokers. I don't know. I don't thought they were nasty, but smokers are the nastiest people that I've ever seen. It's like, when you smoke, your skin turns into leather. You notice that when you smoke, if you smoke too much, your skin turns into leather, which is weird. It's like I can't stand smokers. It's like smokers. It's just, they irritate the shit out of me when they smoke. It just there's something about that. To me, I look at smoking as a drug, because I see people buy cartons. $50 cartons, $25 cartons of cigarettes a week. It's funny. I had a best friend. He smoked. He was a chimney smoker. He was a chimney, big guy. But he died. He had some kind of, he died. He was a heavy duty smoker, and it's like, he couldn't take care of himself, but it's like that one thing it devastated me when he left, how he left, because he had problems with his back. He had some kind of cyst behind his back. And then he was my best friend was the type of guy who spend his money. He doesn't save his money. I mean, he doesn't save his money at all. He kind of like spends every dime. And I realized, when he was gone, and I realized that, yeah, I see why he spent his money, why he's, spent every penny that he had, and I could see that now. It's like, yeah, what's the point? That's where I'm at. I'm at the point where my best friend's at, where, it's like, yeah, what's the point of saving money? Because I know I'm going to be homeless. What's the point of me saving money? I know I'm going to be homeless. I know I'm going to be. I know I'm going to be. I know I'm going to. If Social Security was still here, if Social Security is still here, then I'll be collecting that after the other 20 years I have to work for these greedy gold diggers. I have 20. Yeah, like I say, I'm going to be 50, and I have 20 more years to work. So imagine 25 years plus the 20 years of working. So do you really want to do that? You have to ask that question. Do you want to work 40 years of your life dedicated to a greedy gold digger? Do you really want to dedicate your life dedicate 40 years of your fucking life that you gave up for a greedy gold digger and not have retirement, not having retirement. And they always talk about retirement, but yeah, for new kid, for like new kids that coming out, the new kids, start saving your money the day you graduate. Start saving your money on your first job. Put away money and don't touch it for the rest of your life. That's all I'm telling you. All you new kids out there, I'm telling you, once you start your first job, find a way to put $2-3 away. It doesn't matter, $2-3, and each time you go up a higher job, put away money. Starting at 18 years old, do that now, and don't touch it, because when corporations go out of business, this is what's going to happen. When corporations go out of business, you're going to have a fucking backup fund to support yourself, because that's what you need. You need a backup fund to support yourself just in case they go out of business. That's what you need to do. Start saving up your money and back yourself up. Starting now, at the day you graduate high school, your first job or during your first job, put money in a savings account. Don't even touch it. Leave it alone. But if you really have problems, then use it as an emergency money just in case. I mean, if you have to use it, then you have to use it just in case for emergency. But yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with, you can spend it, but you gotta at least have. I say at least have at least 10 grand in your savings account. At least have 10 grand in your saving accounts just in case a business might fall on you, because you're fucked. So you gotta have a backup fund just in case. It might last you a couple months, and you might have your car for a couple, for 3-4 months, before you can get another job. If you're lucky to find another job, and you might, if you, for that 10 grand, so I found out that people who saved their money during 2008, they ran out of money. And then they end up committing suicide because they can't pay for the. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, they ended up committing suicide because in 2008 there was a guy that committed suicide because he didn't have no money to pay for the apartment, his car, and everything, and he wrote a letter. He wrote a letter saying, "Oh yeah, I can't afford this, I can't afford that. I'm letting you know that this is my time's up." Yeah, that's what reality. That's reality of this world. That's the reality of this world. It's so strange, that we're not prepared. Human beings are not prepared for this shit. Whatever happens to corporations, human beings are not prepared for anything. So I'm trying to change. Oh yeah, there you go. There you go. But there you go. We have one in. Yeah, Tabby. I can see that. And that's the reason why I chose truck driving. You know what reason why I chose truck driving? Because it's so much in demand. That's why I chose truck driving, because I know I can never go out of get it. I never can go out of the job unless I fucked up my CSA score. They have a CSA score in driving a truck. If you have a certain amount of points, then you can't drive. They'll suspend you from driving. So yeah, and they wonder why about truck driver shortage. The CSA is the reason why there is truck driver shortage, because they're so picky on who they want, and now it's like they're doing it on purpose. They're doing it on purpose. The CSA is ridiculous. It's another form of control. CSA for truck driving is another form of control. The greedy gold diggers, they can find, anything. They can find one thing wrong with that truck, and they can fine you for one little thing. They could the more points you gathered, the better chance you might fucking the better chance you might lose your job and might not be hired back on in driving a truck because of the CSA score, which I hate about. That's what I hate about trucking, the stupid CSA bullshit, you know, because right now it's like I'm at the point where I don't give a fuck about the CSA score. I don't give a fuck about anything about trucking itself. Trucking is nothing but a big, huge scam. Trucking itself is a scam, and the advertisement they give you are all scams. They're going to give you false advertisement, and they're not. They don't. You're not going to be home. Once you start driving a truck, you'll find a company. You'll find you have to do long haul before you do short haul. That's the way it works. You have to do at least a year worth of long haul before you go to short haul because they want to make sure that you have experience. Some want 2-3 years, and some want, it depends, I don't have to. Why are you going to quit your job? Why are you why are you going to quit your job? You have a nice job out there, Ted, You got a nice farm job. You have a nice farm job. I watch your video. I say, geez, you get to breathe the fresh air. You get to see all the cows and all that stuff. It's like, geez. It's like I watch a video. I kind of envy you. I envy you because you live out. You're out working on the farm. At least you can enjoy. Why are you quitting? I feel your energy, by the way. Sorry. I feel your energy, by the way. It feels nice, actually. I could feel all kinds of energy now. It's strange. I became more sensitive. I'm very sensitive now. You don't know how sensitive. You have very strong positive energy. I like it. I like it. You have very strong positive energy. It's like it's funny, I don't need stones anymore. For me, energy is just everywhere right now. I look at energy everywhere. Energy is everywhere, constant. I can go anywhere, find a stone. All I do is think of a stone, and I can get the energy from that. Just by picture. Oh my God! What? What the fuck? That's bullshit. That's stupid. Why do they change the law that way? I will not poison my kids. What? Oh, okay. Yeah, they're forcing the vaccination on your. Have they forced the vaccination on your kids yet? Just you know, have they forced vaccination on your kids? Yeah, because I heard that if you didn't vaccinate your kids, the doctor will not check your kids out. I found out that if you didn't vaccinate your kids, the doctor are so paranoid that they won't check the kids out. That shows you how fucking paranoid these greedy gold diggers are. They're so fucking paranoid, and they're so paranoid, schizophrenic about vaccination. So vaccination doesn't really. I found out they put nanites. I found out they put nanites in the vaccination. And then the nanites, basically, they're in dormant. The nanites are in dormant, and then when the 5G thing goes on, then the nanites are switched on, and everybody gets a heart attack or something. Something happens to us. You know. Oh my God. So how you gonna have a you gonna hire a babysitter? Are you gonna hire a babysitter to take while you're doing your job? DNA, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. The nanites are the new. They. It's funny. They've been having nanites. They had nanites for. I mean, they've been having nanites, but these pharmaceuticals. It's like some part of me feels like they don't know what they're putting in their own fucking product. That suck. Is there any other place you can go to for your kids? Is there any other place? If Lona was here, if I had Lona here, she can babysit your kids. I think Lona would like that. Babysit kids if she was here. Would you like that, Lona? That's crazy. It's like that's stupid. That you have to make the dough, and you have to fucking take care of your kids. It's like it shows you greedy gold diggers. The greedy gold diggers who create laws. For especially a single mom. You know, and that's gonna interfere. That's gonna make it worse. It's gonna make your life even worse because you're a single mom. You know, that needs to take care of your kids, which is like you got to make the money, which is really pathetic. It's funny. I don't believe single moms should work. I think single moms should have a housing, and they should provide food for you guys. For food, they should provide food, housing, and education for your kids. So you can take care of your kids. This is another failure of our system for single moms. I think single moms. It's ridiculous. It's a stupid law. On taking care of your kids, well, you need to make your money. I'm kind of pissed off now. I'm kind of pissed off because these fuckers don't want to. You know, this proves that these people don't give a fuck about single moms. They don't give a fuck about it. It comes down to the point. I don't want you to. I don't want you to be home. I don't want. It's like, yeah, yeah. How ignorant are these people? They want to make it so hard. That's one thing I hate about life. The so-called greedy gold digging life. They make it so fucking hard. They make everything so fucking hard. Especially, it's like what you're going through, which is ridiculous. It's ridiculous about these fuckers. These greedy ass motherfuckers do not give a fuck. Jeez. Greedy ass motherfuckers do not give a fuck. That's why I make videos. That's why I make videos telling the honest fucking truth about this reality. Thank you. You know, Tab New York 20. Tabby New York 20. She needs to be funded. Is there anybody out there that can fund her? With her kids because she needs it. You know. Yeah. Yeah. I agree with you. Is there anybody out? If I had the money, if I had a counseling session, if I had a counseling session for human beings, for the greedy, for these human beings, I would donate all the money to you. You know, I would donate the money to you if I had the money. If I had the money, I would help you. You know, just keep tabs with me, Tabby. Keep in touch with me. I just want to know how you're doing. You know, just let me know how you're doing. I'll find. Yeah, well, I guess I'll have to find a way. I'll have to sacrifice some money that I have for you. If you need money, I'll send you some money. You know. Fucking a. I'll have to find a way. I don't know. It's yeah. Is there any? I know Tabby. I've known her for a long time. She's she's like me. Tabby's like me. She's really nice, you know. And if there's anybody out there willing to contact Tabby in New York 20 uh, to help fund her and her kids, you know. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I know how that feels, Tabby. I don't like people giving me things too. It's like I have this saying where I don't like. It's like I can't stand being given anything. It's like there's a the work mentality thing. This work mentality that I have the same thing as you. Tabby is like I don't like people giving me anything because I usually do everything I've done I do by myself, you know. But it's my parents. My parents sometimes embarrass me when I'm really low on money. My parent. Do you have your parents? Can you go to your parents, Tabby? Is your parents still alive? Just for temporary until you find some way to get yourself back on your foot again. Yeah, do it. Yeah. Oh fuck, that sucks. Fucking sucks. I live in South Carolina, and you live all the way up in New York State. I wish I could just go up there and pick you up and bring you down here. You know, I wish I could go up there, up in New York, pick you up and bring you down here, and just stay here temporarily until you get back on your feet. You know, you could just stay here with your kids. Fucking a. That sucks. You live in a small town, right? You have a small town. Do they have anything for single? Any government? I don't know government. I hate saying that fucking shit. Do they have any government housing for your kids? You know, fucking a. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. I understand. I wouldn't get vaccine either. I wouldn't give your kids vaccine because I know exactly what's in the vaccine. You know, I wouldn't give them anything. You know, which is bullcrap if they force that onto you. You know, which I don't believe it, nobody should get vaccines. I don't believe anybody should get vaccines at all. You know. Oh man, that fucking suck. That fucking sucks. Ah, fucking a. Is there anybody in New York you know? Is there any metaphysical people in New York that you know? Just curious. Ah, yeah. God damn. Fucking shit. I can. You know, That's what I hate. That's what I hate. I feel fucking helpless. I can't do shit for you. You know, I can't. I feel fucking helpless, Tabby. I can't. I feel fucking. I can't do shit. You know. It's like I don't have the money. I don't have the fucking funds to do shit. If you know, that's what I. If I had the funds, I would fund you. You know, that's what I would do. I would. If I had the funds, I would fund you. I would send you the money. If I had the money. If I had the money for it. If I. You know. Oh my god. That's bullshit. That is complete. Oh my god. That's kind of like it's kind of like it's like putting a gun in your head. You know, put the vaccine in your kid or you get shot. You know, that's bullshit. That's pretty much bullshit. You know. Oh man. Yeah, I can see. I can see why. Jesus Christ. Fucking shit. You know. Yeah. I mean. Yeah. No, I understand. You know. I would feel the same way too. I mean, I'd be the same way. I would feel bad. People send money to me too because you know it's like I hate. It's like I hate. You know, it's funny when you have no money and then the fear kicks in, and then all of a sudden once the fear kicks in, and then you got to figure out what the fuck do I do? What the fuck do I do? How am I going to support my kids? It's like how am I going to support my kids? What am I going to do? You know, I'm not going to have a job. Where am I going to go? Am I going to sleep outside? Where am I going to go with my kids? You know, Jesus Christ. You know, it's like these fucking cold hard piece of shit, fucking greedy gold diggers who don't give a fuck about a single mom with her kids. That you know, because I would. You know, I would take you in if you lived down here in South Carolina. If you lived in South Carolina, I would have took you in. You know, I would have just took you in because I have an extra room. I have an extra room that you can use you and your kids. You know, and I had private bathrooms, everything. You know, yeah, that's like me. It's like how I've been driving trucks for so damn long. You know, I've been driving trucks for so damn long. It's like I'm so used to driving trucks. You know, it's like that's all I know is driving a fucking truck. Yeah, really, that's it. That's all I know is driving a fucking truck. You know. Uh, God damn, Tabby. You know, it's funny. Now you're gonna go on my mind now, Tabby. You're gonna go on my mind, and I have to think about you all the time. Now you're gonna make me worry about you, which is really, you know, I'm gonna worry about you now. I'll say, what the hell, Iris? God damn, you know. You know, I'm gonna right now. I'm just safe. I don't know what to do. That's you own your own house. Yeah, you see my place. Yeah, your energy is kind of like boosted up. Your energy is a little bit. Your energy's up high right now. I can feel it. You know, that's why I feel you. I can feel your energy. It's really high. You know, I know you're trying to calm down. I know you're trying to calm down. You know, but I know you have a lot. I know you have a lot on your mind at the same time. Fucking sucks. You know. Fucking sucks. It's like I can't do shit about it, you know? It's like I can't do nothing about it, you know? It's like it's funny. It's like I feel helpless. This is the feeling I hate. I feel helpless. It's like, you can have all the power in the fucking world and you feel helpless, you know? You have all the power in the world, but you feel helpless and you can't do shit, you know? Fucking ridiculous. Oh. It's weird. My job's been slow. My job's been slow lately, you know? Fucking really sucks. My job's been slow. Well, I'm not, it's funny. I'm not worried about my job. I'm not worried about it. I'm just it's slow and it's like it is relaxing for a change. It's nice to stay in my house. I like staying in my house. Uh, fucking A. Fucking A, you know? Fucking ridiculous. Yeah, you could do that. You could do that. Find somebody else. But the burden on. Yeah, I agree with you on that, Ilona. What the hell is wrong with this world? What the hell is wrong with this fucking world, you know? What the hell is wrong with this fucking world? Greedy ass gold diggers. We have greedy ass gold diggers who support vaccines, you know? Greedy ass gold diggers who support vaccines, who like to make everybody else's life miserable, which that's true. I I told the truth about that. It's the truth, you know. Oh my god, the child kidnappers will come and pick up your kids. That's what the kidnappers for the fucking dark state. That's what they are. The protection child protection service is for the dark state. They take your kids and they take them to a ritual, you know, which is really bullshit. Yeah, I know about child services. I found out Anonymous came out with child services. They said that they kidnap the kids and they go through the rituals. They do the Luciferian rituals there. Yeah, yeah. That's a. I talked about child services in one of my videos about how much they're not real. It's all based on money. If you don't make any money, the child services will take your kids away because you don't make enough money for your kids. You know, so they force you to put them on adoption, which is not good because yeah, the Luciferians are looking for children to sacrifice. That's why the childrens are all being kidnapped. If you realize that all the children's being all you see children's and missing children on milk cartons, you know, because they're all being sacrificed for the Luciferians, the dark state, you know. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Child protection service is another profit making business. That's what it is. Child protection service is a profit making business for human trafficking. That's basically what it is. They're child traffickers. They're legalized child traffickers, and they're allowed. They're supposed to be allowed to take your kids away because based on your funds. That's basically it. It's based on. It's really simple. It's really easy to understand because my other friend, Child Protective Service, tried to take his kids away from him, and I had to say something about how good a father he was. He was a good father. I mean, he's a good father, but he didn't make much money. But he was a great father. He took care of his kids. And Child Protective Service feels like they feel like he doesn't make enough. It's all based on profit, on greed. It's all based on your paycheck. If you don't make a big huge paycheck, then they feel like that's you're not good enough for your kids, which is like I think it's completely bullshit. Basing your kids on a paycheck because your kids should be more important than a fucking paycheck. But these fuckers, these greedy gold diggers, that they believe that they believe in on how much money you make, and in order to have they want to have their perfect family. The greedy gold diggers want to have their perfect family, and they feel like if your family's not perfect enough, then we can take your kids away. Well, that's you. Yeah, I you're it's funny. It's like it's Tabby that that you're the mom. You know, you can't you're the mom. You know what's right. It's funny. Mom knows what's right for their kids. You know, I believe in that. I believe that mom knows what's right for their kids. It's ridiculous how these fucking control freaks. It's ridiculous about these control freaks. They have to control you in everything you do in your life. They have to control you. What's healthy for your kids? They have to control you on how your education of your kids. They have to control. They could control you everything. If you're going back, it's like if you go back in the past, back in the fucking cowboy days. You know, you could raise kids out in the fucking middle. You could raise your kids back in fucking the 50s compared to today. This so-called modern society, you know, they allow. It's like they're allowed to take. It's corporations. It's all about corporations. They say they're allowed to take your kids away. Corporate people are allowed to take your kids away. The ones behind the desk are allowed to take your kids away because that's what they feel. That's what they learn in college. In college you have to learn about the laws of taking care of your kids, which is really bull crap. You know. Telling you dumb as doctors. Yeah, I know. Yeah, doctors won't listen. They're too busy. They're too busy going in and out of their fucking patient's room. Oh, what's wrong? You got this. You got this. You got this. Okay, next. 15 minutes later, you go to the next person. Doctors won't listen. I never. It's like I've been to doctors. They don't listen. They're so busy making money. They're so busy. They got to get in and out so they can fucking go have their lunch break. It's like you sit in there for an hour waiting for the doctor to fucking check you out for 15 seconds, or 15 minutes or half an hour if you're lucky. If you actually get to talk to a doctor, you're going to be lucky to talk to a doctor. Cool. I want to check it out. When you make your video money, I'm going to check it out. And then I'll share your video, Tabby. I'll share your video. And that's what I'll do. Spread your video out. At least I can spread your video. Try to. It's ridiculous. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to tell people. make videos about their life, what they're going through. Expose these fucking greedy ass gold diggers. I say, everybody, make a fucking video about your life and tell the truth about corporations, governments, and these greedy ass gold digging fuckers out here, and how these control freaks. So yeah, I'd say everybody should just create a video, and expose the greedy gold diggers. Yeah. Yep, exactly. Ilona knows best. Ilona does know what she's talking about. It's so weird. Ilona knows it. Oh yeah, I can see that. I can see that. Yeah, you can. It's funny. You can't. It's funny. It's not natural to take a child's away from the mom. I think it's pretty disgusting to take a child from the mom, especially when the mom tries her hardest. Especially when a mom tries her hardest to take care of her kids. The best way possible that she can. You know. And plus, I mean, you work your ass off. I know you work your fucking ass off, and these people don't really see that. That's one thing I can't stand about these fucking people behind the fucking desk, is that they don't see the hardworking Tabby that on the farm. They don't see the hardworking Tabby on the farm. Doing all the fucking doing her job, and these fuckers don't believe that she's a good mother. You gotta be fucking kidding me. Yeah, it's like you got these child protectors don't really see you working your fucking ass, and splitting the time working your ass and taking care of your kids. It's like, it shows you how pathetic human beings have become. I mean, the greedy gold diggers. It shows you how pathetic the greedy gold diggers have become. That they don't really see that. They don't really over a vaccine. Over a fucking vaccine that they're willing to make your life go upside down. That's like being terrorized. Tabby, that's like being terrorized because of these fuckers telling you that they forced this vaccine on your kids. It's like being the mob. You know, it's like being the mob. That's how the vaccine is the gun, and they're putting a gun in your head, forcing you to take it, which you don't have to take it, and then the doctors will refuse to check on you because you don't take it. I found out that doctors will refuse if your kids do not take vaccine, they will refuse your kids. I just saw something move. I've been seeing a lot of movement lately. I've been seeing a lot of movement. I don't know why. I've seen a lot of dark spots. I see a lot of movements all over my eyes. Oh my God. Oh my God. They got to change the system. This world they need to fucking change the system, Tabby. I mean, we need to fight. We got to find a way to fight against the fucking system, you know? We got to find a way to fight against the system. So, especially for you, for the single moms out there that are fighting to keep their kids, who actually work. They actually work, and they're fighting to keep their kids because they have to work. Thank you, Tabby, for sharing this. I mean, yeah, I say thank you for sharing this. Yeah, I'm definitely, this is a good topic because I talk about single moms. I do talk about single moms, and I believe they should all have free housing. I believe that single moms should have free housing, free food, and I believe your kids should have free education. That's what I believe. I believe that should just be given to you. I don't care. I don't care. I mean, it should be given to you, no questions asked. No question asked. They should just give it to you because it's impossible for you to have a job and take care of your kids at the same time. I mean, it's impossible. I mean, yeah, you can make it work, you know. But yeah, I think they should just give you, and I have a feeling there are people out there that are going against me about this. You know, it's like you should be. It's like you shouldn't be on a waiting list. This is how stupid this world is. You shouldn't be on a waiting list to get fucking housing for you and your kids. They should just give you the housing for you and your kids. They should just give it to you. I mean, they should just give. It's like, why do you need what? That's the stupidest thing. The fight for it, the fight to not be homeless. This it's really stupid that you have to fight for it. It's like it should be no. You should. There should be no questions asked. No fighting. They should just say. They shouldn't even think about it. They should just say, "Here, we have a room for you. This is this. Take it." And then your kids could be warm. And then you can have get like use TVs so they can be entertained for now. And yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, I believe that single moms should have free housing and free housing and free food, you know, and free education for their kids. I mean, I'm tired of this shit. Good. Go. That's why I make my videos. When you do your videos, yeah, when you do your videos, hit them hard. Because that's what I do. I kind of like hit them hard for the reality. I mean, I'm I'm more straight to the point, straight in your fucking face. That's basically what you should do. Go straight in the fucking face, tell them the real truth about what you're going through, and be honest about it. Because honesty is like the people can't stand that word. They can't stand honesty. I realize greedy gold diggers can't stand honesty. You know. So yeah, I would go straight in their fucking face, and I'd tell her right in front of their fucking face how much how they became. You know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I apologize. I'm making you cry. You know. I apologize. I didn't mean to make you cry. You're gonna make me cry. You're gonna make me cry because of what you're going through. You're gonna make me cry because I don't want you to go through what you're going through. I wish it's like fucking sucks. It's like I know you need to be funded. At least I know you need to be funded. At least try to find a way to fund you. It's really sucks that how they're treating you. It really sucks how they treat you over a vaccine. That's one thing. It just really fucking sucks. Oh man, that's cool. It sucks, you know. All I can do is make videos. That's all I can do, Debbie. You know, that's all I can do is make videos. Yeah, because I did talk about single moms on my one video. You know, I wish it's funny. I thought about if I had the money, I would create a fucking a single mom community. You know, where they each have their own, at least have their own room or have their own rooms or their own little houses, like little mobile homes or something. Make a mobile home community for single moms and their kids. At least a kid, and have like a play park so the kids can play and the moms can keep an eye on the kids. That's. I wish I could start something like that. I had thoughts of that one time, like a single mom's, housing, But I need a lot of fucking land. I need a lot of fucking land for all the moms to live in, and then we just is like free housing. We'll put all the single moms in free housing, and then the education would come with it. Education and food. That comes with it, so they can feed their kids. The basics, the basics. That's what they need is the basics. Oh shit. I I just saw a fucking energy being. I just saw a little orb. Holy cow. That would be almost 40. Dang, 40 shots. Dang, that's overdose. 40 shots is overdose. That's way too much for a kid, you know? Yeah, your kid will get, I think your kid, for all those shots that your kids take, they'll go into autism. They're going to get autism if they take those shots. Yeah, GoPro would be cool. Yeah, use a GoPro. Do it in public. Show everybody in public how these fuckers are. These greedy gold digging control freaks. Child Protection Service. The greedy gold digging corporate child protection service. They're fucking pathetic people. That's what they are. They're pathetic fucking people who based everything based on they go to they take your children based on how much money you make. Yeah, it's funny. Poor people. It's like poor people can't help being poor in this world. I mean, poor people can't help being poor because the rich assholes always fuck them. It's always that way. The rich asshole will always fuck you at the end. And then there was somebody in government's the same way. Government, corporation, they're all the same. They're all out there to fuck you, make your life even more miserable, which is really pathetic. That's why I say human beings do not treat human beings like human beings. I mean, human beings treat humans inhumanely because of greed. And I was right about that one too. But good. My video, it's funny, tell you, my videos is not kid friendly. My video is definitely not kid friendly. But I got fucking kids in here, because I always say fuck all the time, and kids shouldn't be in here in the first place. Yeah, just take it all out on you. You know, take it all out. Oh man, I'm gonna be depressed. Gonna be fucking depressed because of this, because of what you're going through now. You know, it's funny, Tabby. I have a friend that's dying. I have a friend that's dying, and it's hard for me to speak to him. I'm tired. I mean, I have a friend right now that is dying. He's dying of cancer. He says he's dying of cancer. You know, and I'm kind of like, I don't want to. I don't want to. I don't want to go through the depression again. You know, but in my mind, I know he's dying. You know, in my mind, I know he's fucking dying. And I don't. It's like every friend I have, there's something. Somebody's always having a problem. You know. That's why I always say in life. I found out that if we, why do we wait? It's like, why do we have all these problems in this world? You know, we have all these fucking problems, and we don't fix it because we based our problems on money. You know, money is the whole reason why there are so many problems on this fucking planet. So much negativity. You know, yeah. Money is the whole reason why there's so much negativity in this world. And I talk and I'd be straight blunt with these fuckers out here who believe in their live in their la la land, you know, their fantasy land. Say, oh, it's positive, but there are people out here that are actually fucking, you know, struggling, you know. And Tabby is one of them. You know, Tabby is one of them. Oh man. You're gonna do a video. Yeah, I can't wait to see your video. Uh, I got no AC. My AC went out of my house. You know that? I don't feel like spending 5 grand for AC. I don't want to spend 5 fucking grand for AC to put on my house. You know, it costs 5 grand, including labor, to put AC in my house. It's like I have to wait till next year to put AC in my fucking house until I have enough money to do it. So I have to wait the whole. I gotta go through the whole winter summertime. You know, with no AC. My down here doesn't have AC. You know. Drink your booze, Ilona. Drink your fucking booze. Oh man. Jeez. Sick and tired of this world. I'm sick and tired of this fucking world, you know? Yeah. Keep drinking that alcohol, damn it. Keep drinking that smoke. Keep smoking that cigarette. Cigarettes and alcohol. Those are two biggest drugs on this fucking planet. Cigarettes and alcohol. I look at them as a drug. You know, they keep you dumb and stupid. You know? I don't know why people brag about drinking alcohol. It's like, oh yeah, I drink beer. Oh, okay, beers are great. Oh, I'm already drunk now. Oh, you know. I don't know what it's funny about really gold diggers. They love their alcohols. You know, they like to show off that they drunk. Oh yeah, I drunk Coors beer. I drunk, you know, I drunk this certain beer brand. It's like, yeah, I'm a badass because I can drink. You know, what the manipulation to be a badass so you can drink as many drinks as you can, which I don't understand. These mind numbing sheeps, you know, and smoking cigarettes. I mean, you know, Why? Why do you want to smoke a cigarette? You know, people. You know, I found out some people they stress out when they smoke cigarettes. They're always stressing out when they smoke. You can tell when they're stressing out how fast how they go through the cigarette, how fast they can go through. I used to watch my friend who smokes cigarettes, you know, and when he's stressed out, he just goes through like one every fucking 2 3 minutes, you know. It's like how in the hell you could tolerate that smell, you know? Yeah, I don't know how people can smoke cigarette. I don't know. I don't know. It's like you know, it's funny. I see cigarette butts everywhere. You know, it's like I go in my yard, people throw cigarette butts in my fucking yard. I think it's disgusting to throw cigarette butts in my yard, you know? And they don't clean, it's funny, cigarette smokers don't clean up their mess. Cigarette smokers do not clean up their mess. Hey, Florida. There we go. I know Florida. Yeah. Yeah. We're talking about Florida, we were talking about the child protective services. I have a friend right now that's just gonna quit her job because the child protection service won't. She refused to give vaccine to her kids. The child protection yeah, they refused to give her. She refused to give vaccine to her kids because and she has no choice to quit. You know. Yeah, that's what I say. Good for her. Yeah, because I found out they put nanites. They have nanites in the vaccine. You know, I found out they have nanites in the vaccine, which all they do is flick the switch and there you go. They can fuck with you and your body. You know. Yeah, according to Dark State, according to Corey Good, that they put nanites in the vaccines, like little tiny robots, tiny ass little robots that goes into your system. And and people will think I'm fucking crazy anyways, because they always think I'm fucking crazy, you know. Especially the normal people. Cool. See, there you go. Yeah. Today's vaccine. We're talking about child protective service and vaccines today. Yeah, they do. They have a lot of crap. The craps they don't tell you what's inside the vaccine. That's one thing I hate about people who work in a hospital. They don't tell you what's inside the vaccine. They don't give you the idea. They don't give you the definitions, and they don't give you the meaning of what's inside the fucking vaccine. They just say this is so they use test monkeys, you know, and then they fucking figure out, okay, this is good. If this monkey does great for everybody else, then everybody else should be the next test, you know. It's like yeah, just they. It's funny how they use monkeys, you know, because I think they're like they are our close cousins. They are our cousins, the monkeys, you know. Vaccine, yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's true. You know, it's funny about vaccine. I was at a truck stop in Virginia, in the middle of nowhere, and they had a vaccine. They had people in hospital people in the truck stop saying, "Oh, come and get your vaccine." You know, it's like they're doing it for free. They were giving vaccines away, and I say, "Fuck no, fuck you." You know, it's funny in the army. When I was in the army, they gave me a whole bunch of shots. They gave me a shitload of shots in the army. You know, and I'm still my immunity. It must be. I mean, I must be immune to everything because they gave me a. I don't even know what the shots. I don't even know what kind of shots the army gave me. You know that I had two shots that were guns on both sides, and I think I had like three shots that they stuck into me. You know, so basically I was a guinea pig. I was basically a guinea pig when I was in the army when they did the shots on us. And it's like we had to do the NBC. I think it was NBC. You know, for us for the fucking. Oh my god, we had to do the NBC gear thing. I forgot what it's called. It's been so long since I've been in the army. Since 1995. You know, since 1990. Last time I was in the army was since 1995. Oh my god, that's a long fucking time. 1995. I can't believe how long that. That's like fucking 23 years. Wait a minute. 24 years. Fuck, I've been driving trucks since 1995. 24 years. Almost 25 years driving a fucking truck. Plus the 4 years in the army. Add 4 years. 29 years. I've been driving since 1991. 29 fucking years of driving. 29 years. And then I didn't start working till 1989. Yeah, 89 is when I had my first job. So 90. I worked it for 3 years. So I had 3 more years. That's 22. That's 32. I've been working for 32 years. 32 fucking years. And I got 20 more years left to work. I got 20 more years left to work. 20 fucking years. It's funny, I already done 32 years already. I've done fucking 32 years. 1989 when I graduated high school. And I think a couple months later, I got a job in a warehouse. 90, 91. Yes, 3 years. Plus 4 years, 7. Plus 24. 32 years. No wonder I'm fucking burnt out. No wonder I'm fucking burnt out because I already done 32 years already. I already done 32 years of working. Holy shit, you know? 32 fucking years. Since 1989. 1989. Holy cow. I can't believe. You know, I can't believe how long I've been working, you know? I can't believe how long I've been working. It's ridiculous. It's not worth it. 32 years. That's it. I should be done. 32 years, I should just be fucking done. That's it, you know? Fucking A. This is no corporation. Fuck you and the 32 years I've been working, you know? Corporation, the army, the fucking, all the corps that I used to drive for, all the business and companies, fuck you, you know? Except for my new job. You know, they're treating me pretty good, but the rest of my company, fuck you, you know? Fuck you. You know? Yeah. 1989, Tabby. I've been working since 1989. And and then the army, for 3 years in a ware. I worked in a warehouse for 3 years. That was my first job, and then I joined the army for 4 years, and now it's 24 years on the road. 24 years of being a truck driver. 24 years being a truck driver, and now I have 32 years total. The day I got graduated high school, Oh shit, 13. Yeah. It's funny, I did grocery I did in I was in Carlisle, Pennsylvania. I did a grocery store for 1 year. I did grocery for 1 year, and I got tired of that. I don't count that as working. But being a bagger. I was a bagger in a commissary. I can remember that. I was a bagger in the commissary. Actually, that was my first job, being a bagger in a commissary. I, you know, I tried to get a summer job because nobody didn't want to hire me in the summertime. I could never get hired in the summertime because it's always been filled. I don't like my job. You're lucky that you love your job, Tabby. But me, I don't love my job. And that's the whole reason why I chose trucking, because it's so much in demand. And I'm guaranteed that I won't. If I fucked up the CSA score, then yeah, then I'm out of a fucking job. I don't like my job. I don't even like the people I work with. You know, especially this job's okay. The people I work with right now, they're okay. But the people I used to work with in my other jobs, irritate. I mean, it was they fucking pushed me hard. They pushed my ass really hard in my job. They pushed my limits. So I got tired of being pushed a lot, especially when it comes to fucking appointment times. Talk about pressure. Having appointment times and delivering the load, and then you realize, oh yeah, there's a delay in the fucking highway, and I'm gonna be a fucking half an hour late. I'm gonna be an hour late because there's a fucking accident on the highway. It's like I don't like. I'm at the point where if I work 32 years, I'm done. I'm fucking done working. If I work 32 years, I am fucking done working. It's like, why should I work for another 20? Why should it's like now I'm gonna give a 50 years of my life. I'm gonna give a 50. I have 20 more years. I'm gonna give a 50 years of my life for these greedy ass gold diggers. 50. And at the end, I'm not gonna have anything. At the end, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I'm not gonna have anything for working 50 years with these greedy gold diggers. I'm not going to have nothing. There's nothing I can look back onto, in working in the jobs that, in a job, I don't want to buy. I don't want a business. To be honest, that's another headache and hassle. And you have to deal with the fucking taxes. That's another headache. I don't want the headaches. I don't want to live in people's headaches, because every day in our life we're always having headaches and we're always having problems. And if you don't have the money to pay the payments, imagine payment for a fucking dump truck. You can imagine $2,000 a week or $2,000 a month for a fucking truck. That's not including maintenance and the tire change. I know they have warranties. If you have a brand new fucking truck, you get a warranty. And then the profits that you won't make much money in the fucking when having a new truck. I just don't want to. I just don't want to. I don't want to deal with business. Period. Because I don't like business. Yeah. I mean, being realistic. Being realistic. Yeah, you're fucked both ways. because you're always owing somebody. Even when you own your own business, the taxes, they take a lot of shit. They take a lot of money out of your taxes, especially when you own your own truck. They got road use tax. What the fuck is road use tax? They got gas tax. You got to pay the fucking fuel taxes. And then you got to pay. I mean, most of it's write off. I mean, when you go eat a meal when you're on the road, it's all a write off at a certain amount. If you spend a certain amount of money on meals, if you keep on spending, it's basically spend money. You spend money all the time just to write it off so you can get your money back. And then it's like everything. It's like for the parts of your trucks, you have to write that off. You write everything off. That's why you hire an accountant. You gotta hire an accountant. Then you gotta pay the accountant so they can keep track of your fucking money that you're earning from these loads that you're taking. And sometimes loads don't pay. There are loads out there that don't pay shit. The way they have it now, the brokers, they always downbid. In the trucking, I realized that in the trucking industry, they always bid downwards, and you don't make money when you're bidding down, because these stupid greedy ass corporations, they try to find the cheapest courier to haul their shit so they can make a big ass profit, while they're skimming out every fucking penny that you have trying to fucking run that truck, and then all you get is scraps. At the end you get scraps. You got to pay your brokers. You got to pay the fuel. And you got to pay the. It's like you're always going to get scraps at the end, and then you barely make it. And then people are lucky. If you become your own broker, if you broker your own loads and become the driver at the same time, then you can make money. Then you really make money if you learn how to become a broker. But in reality, there's companies they're out to fuck. You're just cheap labor. If you're bidding down, that's one thing I hate about trucking. It's like they bidding down. It's like they have the corporations that you haul their shit, and they're bidding their fucking shit downwards. Then how does it? The question is, how do a trucking company survive if you're bidding down? How does a trucking company survive? It's funny about they're only the big companies can bid down really low, and the small companies can't afford to bid down really low. But that's why these fucking corporations, they go for the big huge, like, I can't say their name, and Hunt. And Hunt, those are the two big huge company, and I can't say their names, but they're like, there's three big huge major companies, and they chose them because they're the cheapest, and they're willing to bid as low because they have enough trucks to bid low on it. That's what's so fucking fucked up about our world. It's so fucked up about our world that they're bidding down, and then when you buy shit, that you find something, when people repossess their cars, all of a sudden now they bid upwards. You notice that when they repossess your car and they put it on auction, they bid it upwards. So it's like freight you bid downwards, but it's okay for a car to bid upwards. So what's wrong with that picture? What's wrong with that fucking picture? Where a car, you buy a car and they bid it upwards, but when you're hauling freight, they bid downwards. So yeah, and then fuel costs. That's one thing I hate about fuel costs, because I know they pay fuel surcharge. Some companies pay fuel surcharge, adding to the cost. Sometimes that helps a little, but yeah. I mean, after it's like after you've done all the fucking paperwork, owning your truck and all that shit, you end up paying zero taxes. You notice that when they do all the write off, when they write everything off, you end up paying zero taxes, zero. Because the whole objective is to put zero on your taxes. So it's gotta come out. You gotta come out even. So that means you spend all that money on your fucking truck. You spend all your money on your mortgage and your car and the food, and you spend everything. And you spend all your money on the wheels, tires, the taxes, the insurance, and then at the end you want zero. So you didn't make nothing. I mean, you made something. You made something. I mean, you made some kind of money. I think you made like out of the whole year, you saved up like 10 grand, maybe. You might save 10, 20 grand. But all of a sudden your truck engine blows up. Your truck engine blows up, and then fuck, I had to go buy a brand new fucking engine. You have to either buy a brand new truck or buy a brand new engine. So you imagine replacing an engine. Oh, 20 grand. 20 grand to replace an engine and transmission, No, I think it's, imagine that. When your truck finally it blows up in front of you, it blows up and your engine, it's like, what are you gonna do now? That's it. I'm out of business. I'm going homeless. Yeah, because when you start out, you can't just start out in a brand new truck. I realize you can't just start out in a brand new truck. You have to find the most cheapest, shitty ass fucking truck that you can find where you can make some money out of it. But usually when you find the cheapest, shittiest fucking truck, you spend more money on fixing the fucking shit, the piece of shit that just to keep it running, versus a brand new truck. But I found out brand new trucks today are fucking piece of shits, and they break down. I mean, I drove a brand new fucking KW one time. The fan just popped right off, The fan just popped right off. Brand spanking new truck. Had less than. I think it had. I think we put about 5,000 miles on the thing. We put 5,000 miles on the thing. The fan just fucking pops off. It's like you can get a fucking brand new truck, and still it could be a piece of shit. The new trucks they build today are pieces of shit. They don't build them. They don't build trucks today. They don't build trucks. They just buy scrap metal. They build scrap metal. They just take out of scrap yards and melt them down, and they take leftover pieces and then they build a truck, and you got yourself a brand spanking new truck. And the parts that they get from the companies, because the parts are not really the best parts in the truck. They don't put really good parts in trucks. They put the shittiest part. They make it sound like they give you the hype saying, yeah, this is the best part in the fucking truck. In reality, it's the cheapest fucking part, so they can profit off you. Everything in the truck is so damn fucking cheap. It's like there's always, new trucks are always gonna have something replaced. For a brand spanking new truck. It's like I have an APU on my truck. APUs don't last long either. Especially the ones, the Thermo King APUs, they don't last long. Yeah, it's like, new trucks are piece of shit, and piece of shit trucks are piece of shits. So either way, you lose. And only thing good about a new truck is warranty. Only thing good about a new truck is warranty. That's the only thing that'll help you big time. But dealers, how dealers like to twist things. If you mess with the truck, your warranty is fucking no good. It voids. If you do so, if there's something in the truck that the warranty, the warranty kind of like is really. If you do, they make these twists and turns in these fucking warranties. It's like, we can't. It's like they can't do certain things to your truck. That it's like if your truck is not completely busted or something. If you don't bust the fucking, let's say like an alternator. The alternator is like, yeah, it'll be replaced, but it's like. If something, there's some parts on the truck they don't want to that'll easily void your warranty. There's certain parts in there that'll easily void your warranty on your truck. It's like they don't want to fucking fix your car. It's like that everywhere. Every dealer is the same way. Even car dealers are the same way about their fucking. The warranty is nothing but a fraud. I'm gonna tell you that fucking warranties are nothing but frauds, and they don't want to pay out of their pocket to fix your vehicle. You know, even though they make you pay the extra money for the warranty, but they don't want to pay for it. So they'll find all kinds of this is dealers. They'll find all kinds of excuses and to tell you that we can't fix it because even though it's part of your warranty, but we're not going to fix it. We're not going to take money out of our pocket, you know, because we're the one who scam you we're the one who scam you to believe in this warranty. So it shows you how fucked up the society is in this world when it comes to vehicles. You know, it shows you how fucked up we live in this world. It's funny that I say this shit. You know, thank you, Florida, for making me just bring this talking about trucking. You know, thank you. You know, it's like we're being fucking scammed every fucking day. You know, and these fuckers they give you the hype and say, oh, buy this, buy that. You know, if you get this you know, you bought a brand new fucking car, and they tell you get a 10-year warranty on it. You know, so you pay extra. So we'll put extra payments on your car payment because you have this fucking 10-year warranty on your car that they will never fix. You know, and usually it takes 6 years or 7 years. It's like they give you a 6-year warranty, and usually it takes 6 years to break the car. The car will be broken in 6 years, and then your warranty's up. You know, it shows you how much a fucking scam warranties are. You know, but you know, if you're lucky, if you find if you're lucky, you find a car, a fucking what you call it, a lemon. If you find a lemon, you know, if you're lucky to get a brand spanking new lemon, then yeah, then that forces them to buy your car back. I found out that if they find, you know, if you take your car for like 3-4 times and they realize that the car was a brand new lemon, then yeah, I could see that. I could see them taking the car back because it's a lemon, you know. And then you know, it's one thing that's so fucked up about dealers. They take the lemons and they sell it back out in public. You know, they sell it back on public and they're cheaper. You know, only thing you have to do is find a way to fix the part on the car that the problem they had. You know, all you have to do is find the mechanic, the mechanical history on it, and try to see if you can fix it. You know, but that's what car dealers do. They got to make their money, and trucks are the same way. You know, if you have a truck that's a lemon, they're gonna sell it back out in the public, and somebody else out there is gonna go fucking say, oh shit, that's cheap. You know, it's all about. It's like it's all they do is fucking scam you. You know, they all they want to do is make your life complicated. It's all about making a paycheck. You know, paycheck. You know, everything in life is about paychecks. You know, it's like, and they wonder why I speak up against them about making a living because it's not positive. You know, if you're scamming people, you know, especially with all these fucking warranty frauds, and then you're definitely not a fucking positive person. You know, you give you're like a con man. You know, a con man. You know, it's funny. I can compare a car dealer with a fucking Indian scammer. Here I go again. I'm going to compare a car dealer with an Indian scammer, IRS scammer. They're exactly the same. The IRS scammer and the car dealer are exactly the same because the whole idea is trying to get as much money out of you. You know, it's really simple. It's like real simple simplicity itself. You know. So, yeah, exactly. In order to, yeah, we all have to be fucked sometimes, you know. Yeah. We all have to be fucked sometimes because that's part of life, you know. It's like, oh my god, you know. It's like, what kind of fucking life is that? We all have to be fucked by all these fucking con mans, and it's like, what's the difference between a fucking scammer in India and a fucking scammer here in America? You know, what's the difference between a corporation and a fucking scammer in India? There's no difference. They're both exactly the same. You know, this it's funny when you listen to the scammers in India. You know, they believe that they are in a job. They believe because they believe that they are employed. You know, technically they're just in a little fucking house. Our scanners are in a little fucking house. You know, like 4 or 5 of them, and they lie to you, say, "Oh, we got 300 people," but they make you believe that they're in a fucking big huge building, you know. But it's just like corporations. They do the same thing, but the only thing different about them is they got big huge houses. They got big huge telemarketers, you know. So what's the difference between a telemarketer and the fucking scammer? You know, because they're all out there. They're all out there to get the fuck you. You know, to get as much money out of you. You know. Yeah, yeah. That's a good subject. The license and permits. That's that tells you how much that they are control freaks. You have to go through the hassle of getting license and permits. You know, to have a business, you need a license and a permit. You know, to get liquor, you need license and a permit. You know, and it's like if you want to open a restaurant, they have to grade your restaurant. They have to grade your building. You know, it shows you how much a control freak these fuckers are. That's another thing that shows you how negative they really are, because they want to know everything. They want to know everything that you're doing in life. You know, corporations, government, they want to know what you're doing. They want to know every fucking thing. They want to know everything about you. They want to know exactly what you're going to do with that money. They want to know what that's why they make you you know write out your business. I found out that you have to write out your business. How you gonna how is your business gonna create profit? They want to know exactly how. Why should we give you this loan? You know, so you have to make it like a portfolio or something. I found out you have to make some kind of. It's weird. You have to make a portfolio telling you how are you going to make this business. You know what? How is this business going to make profit? You know, and then it's like why do they need to know that? You know, that's a question I have to ask them. Why do they need to know that? You know, are they? So do you have to show this to the bank and tell them this is what I want to do? This is, you know, you got to prove them that this is the what I want to start up. You know, it's strange on this world. This world is so straight. It's like you have to go through circles. You got to go through hoops. You got to go. They always make you. It's like you're like yeah. You got to go through. You got to go through circles. You got to. It's funny that you have to do all the work for them. You know, it's like you have to do all the paperwork. They give you all these fucking thick ass book of paperwork, and then they tell you exactly where you need to take your paperwork at, and you have to go run in circles for them. You know, there's something that you're definitely a slave. You're definitely a slave for these fucking corporations making you go around and around in circles. You know. Okay. Yeah, I see that. I understand now. That's why I heard about, I seen it, I heard about it. But it's like, what if you're not the education to create a business plan, Ilona? The question is, what if you're not educated? You know, what if you can't write and you're giving it and you give it to these people and say, this is what I want to do. I want to start a Slurpee store. All I want to do is make Slurpees. I want to have like 20, 30 machines of different flavors of Slurpees. That's it. Non-alcoholic, you know? Yeah, I want a non-alcoholic Slurpee. I want a non-alcoholic Slurpee store. That's all I want to do is sell Slurpees, you know? And I want 3 different sizes, small, large, and medium, you know? And my business name will be called Slurpee. That's it. It's ice. Slurpee ice. That's it. And we do ices too. We'll do flavor different ices. That's it. That's all I want to do. Oh my god! And it's only open in the summertime. Wintertime, I want to take a vacation. Yeah, no. The bullshit of having a business. The bullshit of having a business, and I think there's too much bullshit that goes with it, you know? And it's like, okay, I could lose everything. It's like you put all that investment in a business, and then 1 week later you lost it all because you're not selling, no one's buying. You know, it's like how do the question is how do these businesses make money? You know, how do they make money if they're not getting like one or two customers like a week? You know, for starting out, it's like how do they? It's like how do you make money doing that shit? You know, open is like getting a building. I'll go lease a building that's so outrageous amount of money to lease this building. It's like let's say they want 2,000 a month or to lease this fucking building. And say what the fuck for a little fucking cube like the size of this fucking townhouse, the size of this room. That they want $2,000 for this size. And then you got to get storage and all that shit. So where are you gonna put where are you gonna store your fucking shit? And so basically, you only can use a little. So what are you gonna sell? Printers? Printing is. We'll open a printing shop. Yeah, I hate business. I never liked business. I always hated business. I just so much bullshit in business. And then that's why and then business is the whole reason why everybody lives in misery because of business. Exactly, exactly. They always it's like they're so fucking nosy. It's like they want. It's like the people when you have all kinds of when you have a lot of money, you got nosy ass fucking people. You know that's another negative. It's funny you find negatives everywhere about this reality. UFO. Jeez. Banks just I don't know. It's a Tabby Edwards. Hello, Tabby Edwards. Yeah, I just don't understand the fucking psychology. I mean, we're talking about business today. How you been? How you been? How you doing? How you doing? Tabby, meet my girl Ilona. Ilona, this is Tabby. Yeah, today we're talking about business on why it's so negative to have a business. Why do they make it hard for you to have a business? Why is it hard to start a business? So the negatives about business is the treatment of your employees. That's a negative about business, and then realize that you're so reliant on a business to pay your bills. And then turn around, you got to pay the bills of your business, which you have to pay the lease and the insurance just in case your business might go on fire. It's like I know nothing. To be honest, I know nothing about business. I have no experience about business because I don't want to know. I don't give a damn because all I do is deal with for me being a peon. I have to deal with the people in business, and I can't stand it. I can't stand the people who work in business. It's like, yeah, and then find out that they can create, you know, they can create overseas funds. It's like most fun. They have the like Switzerland funds. Which I don't. It's like I was like, how? It's like the whole objective is not to pay taxes. I mean, you want to avoid paying taxes. You know, it's like if you're gonna make money, make a profit or something. If you yeah, but you could either. It's like flipping a coin. When you own a business, is like I realize it's like flipping a coin. Which is really fucking you know really pathetic how you have to struggle to keep your business running. And then you have to you keep yourself. And then you have to. I heard that some business you work 7 days a week, at least 6 days a week. If you want to keep going, you have to work 6 days a week, and you have to get up really early and come home late. If you want to keep it, which is really that's kind of pathetic. You get burnt out on that too. It's like you get burnt out, and it's all that. It's pretty much bullshit. It's pretty much bullshit. Oh yeah, my mom made some what we call it noodle salad, Vietnamese noodle salad. You know, my mom made that today. It was really good. She did a really good job. It's weird. I'm seeing my parents. They're like 83 years old, and it's so weird that they're 83 now, or 80. Yeah, 83. My dad went to surgery. Yeah, I did. My dad went to surgery 2 days ago. He had something on his back that could have, if it popped, he would have died. And my brother, I saw my little brother today. I'll let you guys know. I saw my little brother. He just left. He went back home. And I saw my medium brother. Yeah, my dad did great. My dad did great in surgery, so which is good. I'm glad for him. I'm glad for my dad. He's old. My dad is old. Same with my mom. My mom is old now. Say, oh my god, it's so weird. My mom and dad are old now. It's strange because when you see your parents, you always see the younger version of your parents. You always believe that your parents will always be young, and then you don't realize how old they really are. It's like I don't. It's funny. I don't see my parents going to an old people house because they told this is what my parents said in 3 more years my parents are going to go to the old people house. They're going to go. And one thing I can't stand. I heard bad things in the old people. I heard the abuse they do to old people in the old people. I heard the abuse they do to old people. You know, in South Carolina, they had some lady that was beating the shit out of old people. The caretaker. They had the caretaker that was slapping the old people because she couldn't handle it. She couldn't handle them. So what's the point of being a caretaker if you can't handle the old people? It's like they're so forgetful. It's like that gets on my fucking nerves. I can't stand people who do that. That's what. So I might have to check in once a week when my parents do go to the old people, the retirement home. I'll have to go check on them once a week to see how they're doing. At least check on them once a week because I don't trust the fucking caretakers in these fucking retirement homes. I don't trust them. I'm afraid they're gonna beat the crap out of my parents, and my parents gonna die because a fucking caretaker couldn't take care of them. You know, that's what I'm afraid of. I'm afraid of the fucking the house, the retirement home they're going to. Yeah, I might have to do that. find some kind of camera or something. Because I don't trust these fucking people, you know. My parents, you know, it's funny. My parents, you know, it's like I don't want them to go to a retirement home. I really don't want them to go to a retirement home. You know, I rather have a caretaker at their house. That's how I feel. I rather have somebody have a caretaker at their house, and then they can, you know, that's how I feel. So what they don't have to leave their house. They have somebody else there to take care of them there, you know. And then it's a more of a controlled environment in a way, you know, for them. At least they can feel comfortable in where they live, you know. My parents was going to move to Florida because all the retirees go down to Florida, and then turn around they decide to stay here, you know. They decide to stay here and be part of, you know, live, you know, find a smaller house because my mom's not like she used to be anymore. My mom's a stubborn, you know, my mom is stubborn, you know. My mom is a stubborn Vietnamese mom. She's a typical stubborn Vietnamese mom. She was always a hard worker. My mom's a hard fucking worker, you know. And she don't know when to stop. You know, she don't know when her body can stop. That's kind of like how I am when I drive trucks. It's like I don't know when to stop, but I know when to push. Now I kind of now I can realize I know my limits. You know, but my mom doesn't know her limits, and she wondered why she get hurts all the time. It's like God, you gotta stop that. You need to relax. So I tell her to go watch TV more than, you know. My mom's loved to garden. She likes to grow herbs and all that stuff. She likes to grow vegetables. Mostly, you know, she usually grow herbs for her Vietnamese food. You know, she always make Vietnamese food, and she used the herbs for that. You know, I'll be devastated. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be devastated if my mom passes. You know, because she's kind of like she was there. She was always there for me. You know, when my dad was out in the field. My dad was a military. My dad was always gone. You know, I'm being honest. My dad was always being a military vet. My dad was in the infantry. You know, he was in the infantry unit, and then they were out in the field. You know, 6 months at a time. You know, I used to see my dad leave like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. You know, and then come back about 6, 7 o'clock at night from the field. You know, my dad was always gone. Yeah, yeah, psychopaths. Yeah, my dad is a hardcore infantryman, special forces. You know, that's my dad. He was a special forces infantry guy, hardcore military man. I have no relations to him. I can't relate to my dad at all. I'm like the opposite of my dad. I'm more of the artsy type. I'm the more of the hippie type, you know? It's like I go against. It's like my mom. My mom's a Republican. My mom's a Vietnamese Republican. She loves fucking Donald Trump. My mom loves Donald Trump. My dad likes Donald. I don't know. My dad's kind of weird. So I became. It's like I was always yeah. I always rebelled against my fucking dad. You know. Music wise, my dad didn't like the music I used to listen to in the '80s. I used to listen to heavy metal. You know, my dad didn't like me listening to heavy metal. It's like, oh, and then this, you know, I got Wham. You know, I used to like. My dad used to collect cassette tapes in Korea, and he used to get Wham, Culture Club, and all that stuff. You know, all cassette. I remember cassette tapes. We used to listen to cassette tapes. Now that doesn't exist anymore. And then when I saw the fucking DVDs come out for the first time, I say, what the hell? And then the laser disc. I remember laser disc. That was a big thing. The VHS. We had VHS. Oh my god. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, we rented our first movie. It was Cheech and Chong. We rented Cheech and Chong for the first time. It was like Cheech and Chong was my influence. I love Cheech and Chong. You know, some part of me wishes I was like Cheech and Chong because they're so fucking, they're so laid back. It's like they don't give a damn about anything about. They say, oh man, they say, what should I spend money on, dope or fucking the rent? Okay, let's go for dope. It's like they're so Cheech and Chong. It's like I wish I was like that, but I have this stupid work ethics inside me. It's like, oh god, I'm nothing like them. Oh yeah, it's just fucking. I don't know. I like being the opposite of my parents, but I love my parents. In some ways, I respect my parents. I'm not more on my dad's side. I'm more the opposite of my dad. You know, but I respect my mom more. I respect my mom more than I respect my dad because my mom was always there for me when my dad was gone. My mom was there, always there. My mom is like one of those typical. She's a typical Vietnamese mom that gives you extra love. And then when you leave the house, you have to have something in your hands to leave. This is a typical Vietnam. My mom's she always got to make me bring something with me when I leave the house. That's exactly what my mom is. You got to have a can of something. You either have a can of something or something that you need around the house. You have to have something. You know. My mom gave me this big huge copper fucking pan. I don't even know what to do with the copper pan, so I just use it to put potatoes in it. All this shit. My mom bought this. My mom bought these stuff. My mom, it's all my mom. Because I didn't have no furniture. I didn't have enough money to buy furniture. I don't know. I kind of I don't know. I didn't have I had a pickup truck. I miss living in a trailer. That's one thing that's weird about me is like I miss living in a fucking trailer. I miss the low rent. I miss the $300 rent they used to pay. You know, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what I miss anymore. So, how is everybody else doing? Oh my god. Anybody got anything else you guys want to know? That I'll blow your mind with or something? That I'll break down or I don't know. I always got something to break down. I always got these questions in my head and I kind of like how how does this fucking shit work? How do they do this thing? The how questions? Where did it come from? Where was it made? How was it made? How long did it take them to make it? What are the complications of doing this shit? I just saw another fucking. There's been a lot of fucking little little spirits. I've seen a lot of spirits going by me lately. I mean, there's a lot. I already saw like 3 or 4 of them already. I mean, you guys, I don't know. Sometimes they'll pop up. Sometimes they'll come in really strong, and sometimes they don't come in really strong. I know. I feel them. I can feel them, but I can't. I can see them. I can see them in the corner of my eyes, which is so weird. I can see them in the corner of my eyes. I saw a black. Yeah, like I said, upstairs I saw a black one, a black orb. That was really interesting seeing that one. Your mind. How does my mind? What is? What, I don't know. You know, it's funny. I shut my mind off. So really, I'm not really thinking when I talk. I realize that I'm not really thinking. I'm just talking when I talk. So I'm not thinking. My mind is shut. My mind is completely shut off. Yeah, my mind is so completely shut off. It's like I feel like it's me talking, not this. This is not talking. You know. Keyboard. Oh my god. How's Florida? How's Florida? Is it warm down there? Uh, I want to go to Disney World. You know, that's where I want to go. I want to go to Orlando and go to Disney World. Yes, that's where I want to go. Let's all go to Disney World. Everybody, let's just go. Let's all go to Disney World and enjoy our fucking week in Disney World. Just fucking spend outrageous amount of money to fucking go to Disney World. Outrageous cost of buying a $20 drink. Yeah, go to Disney World. We'll go buy a $20 Coke or a fucking $20 hot dog. We'll get a $10 hot dog and a $20 Coke. Oh yeah, I've been to the Keys. Yeah, I've been to Key West. It's badass. I've been all the way down to the end of the Keys. It's a great drive too. I would love to drive. I would I would love to take a motorcycle all the way down to the Keys. That's what I would do. I would love to do that. If I do get a touring motorcycle, my goal is to get a touring motorcycle. When I get that touring motorcycle, I'll go into the Key West. I'm gonna take a ride all the way down there. That'd be cool. That'd be a nice ride, you know, on a nice hot summer day. Yeah, I go eat there, eat conch. I would go to Key West to eat conch. You know, I had conch there. It was best. It was great. You know, they're known for the conch. And the the key lime pie. Yeah, the key lime pie. That's good stuff too. I had their key lime pie. You know, that's what I would do. Just go all the way down there. Yeah, like I said, I'm a foodie. I would just go all the way down there just to eat. You know, that's all I do is eat. I just want to eat good food. That's it. That's all I want. That's all I want in life, just to eat good food until I die. At least I can say, I enjoy eating good food when I leave my body. You know, at least I had a good experience eating good food. That's it. That would be great. I'd be happy. You know. Oh yeah, getting the measles. I I've been lucky. Knock on wood. I've been lucky. Knock on wood. Oh my god, I've been lucky. I hadn't been sick. I get sick like I hadn't been sick as much. I get I've been sick like 2 or 3 times out of the whole lifetime I live right now. I only been sick at least 2 or 3 times. That's it. You know, I'll catch a cold. I didn't catch a cold this. I had the allergies, but I didn't catch the cold. You know, which is weird. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm yawning. Getting tired. Oh, man. 2 hours and 50 minutes. Holy shit. 2 hours and 50 minutes of fucking talking. I should start my own radio show. I wouldn't mind working a radio show and just talk for 2 hours a day. I could talk 2 hours a day easily about anything. Yeah, I did 10 hours. I do like a special run. Hey, we'll do a 10-hour nonstop talk running of everything. Uh, I guess I'm done. I think I'm done. It's 11:30 my time. 11:30 my time. Uh, I think I got out what I mostly want to say, but if you guys want to see my video, I have to go back and see exactly what I said, you know. Good night, Florida. Good night, Truth. Thank you for coming, you know. Thank you, Tabby. I'm sorry what you're going through, Tabby. I'm sorry, you know. Good night, Ilona. I love you. Yeah, you too. Oh, I'll do another. I think I'll do another live tomorrow. Hopefully, it depends on how I feel tomorrow. I'm gonna be writing tomorrow, so I'll do another live. Since I got Memorial Day off, I have a Memorial Day off, so I'll do a Memorial Day uh a midnight. Oh, not when it comes midnight. That's it. You know, I'll do one. I'll do one when I get back tomorrow. I love you, Ilona. I love you. Have a good night, everybody. Don't work too hard. There you go. Do not work too hard. It's not worth it. There you go. That's my last words of the day. Do not work hard. It's not worth it. Hey, that would be a good theme for me. Do not work hard. It's not worth it. Have a nice day. See, how do I shut this thing off? Oh, in stream.